So at the Republican convention, Peter Thiel, an openly gay man, spoke before Trump. He said, "I'm a proud gay man," got a standing ovation. Then Trump gets up there, talks about...
And points him out.
Yeah, right, points him out.
And he said, "It makes me very happy," was the exact quote he said.
Because he has a little
makes
bit of
me very
little
happy.
Gay, that thing with the hand. But okay, but that the fact that there's been such a wholesale shift in that even right now, Ted Cruz or the guys that you might consider a little more of the Christian conservatives,
which I'm one of them, right?
Mike Huckabee, right? Okay,
yeah.
So where you come from, basically, as far as I can tell, don't really see this as an issue anymore. Is that a fair premise?
I think that's correct. And so let me dive deeper and also pose a hypothetical to some of the leftists watching this. Peter Thiel, openly gay man, gets a standing ovation at the Republican National Convention, and then pointed out by the candidate. Do you think that an evangelical pastor that was pro-Israel, that might be a Democrat, would have even been allowed to speak at the Democratic National Convention or given a standing ovation? They booed God when that was mentioned. Okay,
yeah. No, they literally did.
What is the shift here? The shift is the Republican Party is beginning to realize, hey, we're the party of freedom. Like, it's cool if you want to do that. And I think it's a real sea change, because even if you see Rand Paul beginning to endorse more of those favorable drug policy positions on the side of freedom or gay marriage, you're starting to see a sea change where it's becoming the soul searching the Republican Party has been doing over the last 30 years is, what's the one thing that ties our party together? Freedom. Freedom, freedom. And I think that's why you're starting to see that. And the left, they can't reconcile. What ties them together? Oppression. Like it's the oppression Olympics. It's like who suffers more, And I think that's a really good thing. Segue to one final point is, what I think is the position that needs to be articulated better is, I have no problem if, gay marriage, whatever, like I believe marriage, one man, one woman, that's my own personal position, right? But I'm never going to tell government to have someone live a life. I think it's cool, you're married, I think it's great, and you should have all the same tax benefits, adopt children, it's great, right? But
I feel the same way about you.
Well, it's fine, it's like whatever, but that's more of like a generational perspective.
We now understand that sexual liberation is political control. It's a form of political control, and you have multiple times advocated on behalf of accepting homosexuality, accepting homosexual acts as normative in the conservative movement. How does sex help us win the culture war?
I'm going to let the gay man answer that.
Wait a minute. We realize that gays and lesbians are able to contribute to American society in the same way that everybody else is. And let me tell you, when you continue doing that, okay, you realize that we are here, we are able to do everything. And let me tell you something as well. I served in the military, right? I served 5 years. I did an Iraq tour. What's up?
How does homosexual sex help us win the culture war?
Who said homosexual sex helps you win the culture war?
That's the question that I'm asking. Why are you promoting it?
Well, it's a BS question, and you know it is. It's a question that is not it's not a good faith question.
So I'm going to be honest.
Good faith question.
Rob, honestly, I don't care what two consenting adults do. So that's the
whole thing.
And your hyper focus on it is kind of weird. Thanks for being here.
For me, somebody like that doesn't really have any place in the conservative movement, because it's something that is so behind the times. And you can boo and you can do whatever you want to, baby, because I'm going to be me, and I'm still here.
So my question is, again, it's directed to Mr. Kirk because he was raised as a conservative. As the guy before has said, you've advocated for homosexuality, said that there's a place for the gay agenda within the conservative movement. My question is, and you're also comfortable with transgenders and cross-dressers, I understand. So my question is there any point where conservatives should take a moral stance on Christian morality, or should we abandon it altogether? So in other words, what is what is your brand of conservatism doing to actually conserve Christian morality? If we're ceding to the left on transgender, gay rights, gay marriage, we don't want that in conservatism.
So you don't want him in the conservative movement? I just want to be very clear. Let's just be.
So you don't want me in the movement?
No.
Not if it waters down.
Hold on a sec.
No, we don't.
I want to be very clear.
We don't need to compromise our fundamental beliefs.
Hold on a sec. you know, you're bringing some very charged language. I'm going to try to calm down the temperature in the room so I can try to rationally understand an irrational position.
Why should we
Let me finish.
compromise our fundamental beliefs?
Let me finish. So, I'm a Christian. I believe the Bible is the greatest book ever to exist in the history of the world. And I believe Rob Smith has decency and dignity as an individual in the United States of America.
Of this country?
Hold on a second. We're not a theocracy. We never have been.
And you know what? And wait a minute. Let me hop in here. Hold on, because I'm in it.
really
He's addressing me.
direct
The thing that I don't understand. Well, I'm addressing you. How about
You
that?
don't even have the courage to address the gay man on stage.
So the problem that I have with as somebody that is a gay Christian, and this is the problem that I have,
No such thing.
because my relationship with God and coming back into the church over the past year and a half is one of the greatest gifts that has been given to me in terms of being in this movement. So my question to everybody who tries to say that, oh, you shouldn't be, Christian because you're gay. Why are you trying to turn people away from God? So if you love God
Totally
and
twisted.
Christianity is so right, because I do love
Trying
God.
to turn you away from
so why would
homosexuality.
you be trying to turn me away? Why would you be trying to turn me away from God?
So we're going to get
And
to
another thing, and one thing
We're gonna
that I
get to the
don't
next
do,
question.
and one thing that I don't do is that there is no man that is of this earth that is going to tell me what God has for me and how much God loves me. So
Ain't no man
goodbye.
gonna tell me
Thank you
what
for
to
your
do.
Thank you.
question.
How long do we have to wait until child drag shows are pushed as American traditional conservatism?
Seriously.
Let me answer. I'm going to answer
Good
that
question.
So I get a lot of crap, and I've been getting a lot of crap from people in this room about being a gay conservative. And let me be very clear right now. No, No, you're not. But okay, that's great.
What are you
But let me
conservative?
address
served in
that,
the
but let
United
me-
States
let me
military.
address
That's
that.
what
Let me
he
address
conserved,
that.
my friend.
How
That's
about
not
I
conserving
conserve
anything.
military
How about I
while you're a
conserve this
coward and you go to
country?
the front of the line.
How about